So it was one of those game weeks where a lot of people didn't do as well as they hoped. We look back at Game Week 7 on FPL Today, coming up next. What's up guys, and welcome to JNO United, bringing the best in football news, entertainment and games, and today we're looking back at Game Week 7 on FPL Today. But before we get into the episode, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave in the comments down below your thoughts on the game week and your thoughts on any opinions on this video, and also smash that thumbs up button, especially if you're not actually looking forward to the international break, because the Premier League is just so much better. And let's get on with the episode. Now, once again boys, I am average. After having a couple of game weeks where I've been above the average, I've now been stuck on the average again. 42 points was the average and 42 points was what I got, which was really disappointing considering that Firmino and Diego Costa both made it seem like I was going to have a great game week right off the bat. Most of the week I was above the average and above the average for the top 1,000 players, so I thought I was going to be doing this episode and celebrating once again. Unfortunately for me though, apart from Firmino and Diego Costa, none of my players managed to pick me up any extra points, so I've just got 2 points all over the board, apart from a few players on 1 point. That made my game week rank somewhere in the region of 1.8 million, leaving me on a total of 368 points, causing my overall rank to be 249,694. Now that's still in the top 10% of players, so I'm still happy with my ranking at the moment, but I do want to climb up those rankings, so I need a good game week 8 after the international break. In my classic and head-to-head leagues though, overall I had a good game week, coming 254th now in the overall rankings in the JNO Classic. I also won most of my ties in the head-to-head league, only losing my tie in the old school league. So not too bad overall, but it did seem so promising at the beginning. If we have a look at the Dream Team of the week, the Dream Team would have got you 118 points in total, and the star man was Laurent Koscielny, who got a clean sheet and got a goal that was very, very questionable. Probably shouldn't have been allowed, but that doesn't matter now, it's in the record books. Koscielny is the star man of the Dream Team of the week of Game Week 7. A surprise in the net is Claudio Bravo making the Dream Team of the week because of his penalty save, where Eric Lamela and Heung-min Son, they argued over the penalty. If that had an effect on Lamela's penalty, I do not know, but hopefully we won't see something that unprofessional again in that Tottenham side, who actually had a pretty good Sunday to go and celebrate that evening. 2 Liverpool players made the Dream Team of the week in midfield, Milner scoring another penalty and Firmino showing that he can't be disconsidered as one of the Liverpool midfield options. Payet is back, having an amazing run through the defence and putting a goal away. Chadley has made the Dream Team of the week yet again, and the line is led by Diego Costa and Troy Deeney. And it is Diego Costa who I'm picking for my star of the week, coming in at 10 million. He managed to get a goal and an assist this game week. If only I'd captained him, I'd be doing a completely different type of episode right now. That gave him a goal involvement of 100% for his team, and I feel like Diego Costa is going to be very central to everything good that this Chelsea side does. I did start off the season thinking Eden Hazard was someone you had to have, but I now think if you're going for that Chelsea side, Diego Costa is your safest bet. As for Fall of the Week, usually I go with a player who got minus points, but I'm going with Paul Pogba because he was the midfielder with the most chances this game week on goal, and he only got 1 shot on target and didn't score. And for someone that cost as much as he did for Manchester United, he should be putting one of those chances away. Now, as we do when we do get an international break, we're going to have a quick look at the top 5 in the JNO Classic. Congratulations to Natural Selection, Franco C's team. You are top. You are rocking at the moment. You got 59 points this game week, which was a great score in the game week where the defences didn't pick up much points. And your overall rank in the game is 22nd. So we still have someone who has a ridiculous overall rank in the whole game in our league. And it's great to see such great players in my league. Kind of disappointing that I'm not near the top of that, but still it is great to see. Having a look at his side, it shows that he is daring. He's picked 2 Liverpool midfield players, which is something I'm looking to move towards as we start to figure out which teams are probably going to do best this year. Unfortunately for him, Lallana got injured, but if he hadn't, he may have even had a better game week than he had this game week. And he also captained Lukaku, so his captain choice was on point. And then something new I'm adding to the videos, to FPL Today, is the hot list. In this segment I will talk about who's hot, who's not. The who's not I've not done for this video, but the players I'm watching and thinking of bringing into my side, or I would suggest to you to be looking at, is going to be in the hot list. And who's hot going into Game Week 8? Alexis Sanchez is definitely looking hot. That sounded a little... never mind. Another option though to Alexis Sanchez is Theo Walcott, who has been putting the goals away and looks rejuvenated in this current Arsenal setup. And the fixtures look good for us, so I would suggest to have some more Arsenal players. I think we underestimated Burnley and their solid defensive capabilities, but I do see this Arsenal side scoring some goals. I believe Alexis Sanchez, Theo Walcott are most likely going to be the ones to get them. Making the hot list as the striker is Troy Deeney. I think the fixtures are looking good for Watford at the moment, and I think Troy Deeney is so central to everything that Watford side does, and he's looking good, his hold-up play is good, so I'd definitely consider bringing Troy Deeney if you need a cheaper striker. Igalo has had his day in the sun, I believe. I personally believe Success should be played instead of Igalo if they're going to play two men up front, but Troy Deeney would definitely be my pick from that Watford side with their fixtures currently coming up. In defence, it would have been easy for me to go with someone like an Arsenal defender or a Tottenham defender who have been very solid defensively this season, but I'm going with Adam Smith, coming in quite cheaply at a very reasonable price. He could be a cheap defender who could pick up some clean sheet points and also has that attacking threat as Bournemouth's fixtures start to look good. And then in goal, we're actually going with Lee Grant, with Stoke having problems with their keepers at the moment, getting injured, not being able to play. Lee Grant had a stellar performance against Manchester United, keeping them in the game and winning them a point. He was absolutely phenomenal. If he plays to that standard, and Stoke's defence, who have started to look slightly stronger defensively as the season goes on, start to click, he could be getting you some clean sheet points, and he comes in at a ridiculously cheap price. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's FPL Today, reviewing Game Week 7. I've been J&O, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.